Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird and wonderful world. And before I get to the main subject, I just want to let you know that I know tomorrow is Halloween, and I will be doing a video for that. I'm going to be going through I'm going to look for 10 of my horror movies that I own on DVD, and I'm going to rank them from least best to best, and hopefully you'll be coming along to check that out. I could be wearing my Green Lantern mask. I do would like to fix that up and make it a little bit better. And for next year, I love Halloween. I think Halloween is such a great holiday, and I wish I could celebrate it the way I used to as a kid. But I'm an adult now, but I still would love to go to like a cool Halloween party or whatnot. And yeah, yeah, I could also be wearing my I do have my Spider-Man hoodie, that is pretty cool. I'm probably going to be wearing that tomorrow, going to work and that, since it is Halloween. And I also have this really cool mat Star Wars mask here. I think it's a Mandalorian mask or something. Or it is a Stormtrooper mask. It was white. I spray painted it silver. I like to get a nice coating on it, but I do need to fix up I the light does work. The light does work and everything, but it's no the batteries are dead in that, and also it can you know it can has some voice activation. So when I put it on, there's a microphone right here that I can talk into and change my voice. But I'm not going to be wearing any of that tomorrow for my video. I'm just going to go through those top 10 horror movies that I love, that I own. All right. I want to get to this main subject now because, as you know, I keep saying on my channel how much I love people and I love you guys out there. And it's because of these 10 points that I like to make that I try to keep in mind at all times when I deal with myself and other people, because these are all common traits and characteristics that we all share. And when we and I try not to deny that. As I do my best to keep these in mind when I deal with other people, because I think all people are precious and should be honored. Life is a miracle on this planet, and we must prize that above all else. People is what makes the world, work the way it is, for the good and the bad. I mean, there's such a degree of types of people out there, but I think these are very important points to help maybe for you, or like especially for me, to like myself and to be a better person as much as I can. Because like I say, I love you all out there. You are all precious and special to me. So, okay, now I do not wish to offend anybody by any of these. This is not meant to be, to offend anyone. And if anybody does get offended, I do apologize, and I don't know why you would be offended. But anyway, just to get through to it, okay. Number 10. Everyone wears a social mask, and you must look beyond that mask to see the real person sometimes. Even myself, especially, when I'm in public and I'm with other people, I'm not showing completely everything that, I'm not being always straightforward, and I'm always catering to what other people see. We do all wear a social mask, and yeah, we shouldn't really deny that we do that. But it happens, and we can't help ourselves, and we're never probably going to ever change that. Number 9. Even people of quality, including myself, especially myself, sometimes we can be petty and small at times. And again, there's something I try to overcome, but doesn't matter. It's going to happen regardless. Because we are always, yeah, we are just that way. Okay, number 8 is that people often, okay, do things for reasons other than the apparent reason. Things for other than the apparent reason. There's always a reason that the other person will never be aware of why people do such sometimes stupid things, including me. There's always a reason why we do things the way we do, and we think we're right. Sometimes we could be wrong, but again, life is a learning situation, and yeah, you can never understand sometimes exactly the reasons why people do the things they do, and nor should we, nor should we try to understand because it could be beyond our understanding. Number seven, people like, trust, and believe those who like them. And I tend to respond positively to people who I know like me, and and I try, and yeah, and I will admit that I often like people more when I know they like me. I'm trying to change that. Again, I'm trying. This is an exercise again for me to being a better person and trying to put myself into other people's shoes. And yeah, and like I said, when you know somebody likes you, it makes it easier for you to like them. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. That's just human nature, and that again is not going to change very soon. Um, People hear, and this is number six. People hear and incorporate only. How should I say it? Yeah, people hear and incorporate only what they understand. If something I don't understand, if I don't understand what another person is talking about or saying, sometimes, yeah, it's like you don't want to hear it sometimes, and I can understand that. I'm not going to go too. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm not going to delve too much into each of these, but it should be kind of self-explanatory. So I'll just go through. Okay, number five, and it pretty much goes with the other one in a way that everyone prefers to talk about things that are important to them personally. Same with me. Like I love talking about my channel, and I love talking about my favorite music. I love talking about my favorite movies and such. Because if it affects me personally, if it's something I gain out of it, yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna like talking about those things more than other things. Number four, everyone approaches every situation with at least some concern of what's in it for me. I always like to tell people that we're all tuned into our own favorite channel. It's called WIIFM. What's in it for me? And usually people will only do things that only benefits them, which is, it's true, but I know we should try to be doing things that benefits others too, not to be so selfish and number nine, not to be petty and small, but we do sometimes, and again, these are qualities I like to try to change in myself, and I don't want this sound like I'm preaching to anybody, because this is more, well, equally a message to me. I know I keep repeating that, but it's just a message to me as much as it is to anybody else. These are things that I I like to improve upon with myself, but it's human nature and we can't help ourselves. Okay, number three. To manage people effectively, you must do it in a way that protects or enhances their self-esteem. Self-explanatory. I'm not going to need to explain any more than that, because I think it's important to make people feel, to lift people up instead of trying to bring them down to your level. It's important to try to bring people up to, I don't know. I think it's important to try to, it makes the world a better place when we're lifting other people up to a higher level, a higher, and we all, like, even myself, I don't like putting people down. I don't like rumors. I don't like gossip. I don't like talking negatively about people. In period. So I try not to do that. Sometimes you can't help yourself. You see something that you don't like in the other person, and you want to say, "Oh, I don't like that person for that reason." It's never a good reason. Number two and number one, they're sort of the same thing, but just kind of worded differently. That the number one need amongst all people is acceptance. We all want to be accepted. It's our number one need. It's the thing that makes us. It's the one thing that motivates us the most in any personal reaction or interaction or in any situation. you know, I want to be accepted. I love it when people accept me and take take note of what I have to say and the way I think and everything. And I really try to see that in other people because of number one, the number one fear that we all share is rejection. We don't like being rejected. I mean, that pretty much goes with being accepted. We don't want to be rejected. We want to be accepted. We want to be a part of the whole, that have meaning in life, and being able to interact with other people makes life meaningful, and it gives you purpose, and it gives you a sense of being and belonging, and that's why I love you guys out there, because I want everybody to have the best and be the best, and and live this wonderful life and enjoy. I had my fair share of depression, or and just being down, and not feeling worthy, and not feeling like I matter. But I've made so many great friends, either online or in person, that I cherish every one of them, and I'm so thankful that I've been able to come out of my shell even more. Having my channel really worked in that. If you go back and watch my first few, my first dozen or so episodes way back when I started this channel, you can see that I was awkward and shy, and I wasn't able to speak up the way I am, and present myself the best. I still stammer and stutter here and there, but that's just me, and it's still me overcoming my insecurities and overcoming my little. But yeah, number one, everybody, we all share these same things. We need acceptance, and we fear rejection, and once you can get over that fear, and that need, we tend to, yeah, we tend to be better people. Now, again, like, I want to repeat that I do not want you to think that I'm preaching to you that you need to change and blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Just live the best life that you can. Do what you need to do to be happy, and I'll be satisfied with that. And all right, so I'm just going to let you go. I didn't want to make this too long, but I needed to go through some of these points with you guys and everything, and yeah, so everybody, again, you know how much I love you out there. If you consider subscribing, if you're watching this for the first time, I will love you forever, and I greatly appreciate it. Hit likes, comment, tell me if I'm full of BS or not. I want you to be completely honest and upfront with me. I'm not going to be offended. I can take it. It's part of my journey of growing and being a better person. So let me have it if you want. I I completely accept that. And as always, just please be safe. Take care, especially tomorrow when you're going out trick or treating. If you have young ones in that, really be safe and take care. And I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, just have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, and Halloween. Peace, everybody.